It's just
I totally agree.
Remarkable.
And to flip it over, they never seem shocked by how screwed up the world is. I'm shocked every single day. Like, I can't believe they're committing abortion outside the DNC, or I can't believe this, that, the other thing. I'm always like, I can't believe the persecution of Christians. Why would you persecute Christians?
Yeah.
Like, they've never mugged anybody. They're like the nice, even if you think their religion's silly, they're like the most peaceful people in the world. Their religion commands them to be.
Yeah.
Why are we hating on them and, banning their apps in Europe or whatever we're doing, putting them in jail for praying? But sincere Christians like, well, yeah. I mean, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because Jesus kind of set it up that way.
Kind of did.
He kind of told us 2,000 years ago, you'll be hated because of me, persecuted because of me. Like he lays it all out 2,000 years ago. But just know, it's okay. I overcame the world. You're good. Just remember that you're good when things hit the fan. Just remember that.
Well, I still find it infuriating.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm obviously not a good person.
No, it's a natural response.
There's a lot of persecution of Christians, and I'm really bothered by it.
Yeah.
Your family, at least on one side, is Arab Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Awful lot of Arab Christians get killed in a bunch of different countries all the time.
Yeah.
And no one says a word about it.
No.
Do you notice this?
I do. Yeah, I do a lot. Christian persecution is something really close to my heart. In fact, I just executive produced an animated short film called The 21, which came out towards the end of February on the 10th anniversary of the martyrdom of the 21 martyrs in Libya, and who were 20 of them were Coptic Christians from Egypt. One of them was non-Christian initially from Ghana. And they just rounded up all these guys. The ISIS came and rounded them up and tried to force them to deny their faith. They're just migrant workers. We're just trying to, they went off to work for a few weeks to try to make some money. And they got rounded up, just captured. And ISIS was like, yeah, deny your faith and we'll let you go. Don't deny it, we'll kill you. They're like, oh, well, we're not going to do that. So, and they tortured them for months. And even the guy from Ghana, ISIS said to him, like, you can go, you're okay, you're not Christian, you're not one of these guys. And he's like, no, their God is my God. And so they say he converted and he died with them. And so 6 years ago, this producer friend of mine named Mark Rogers, he was in Egypt and he knew about the story, and he saw the image of one of these martyrs who had like a lazy eye, and it reminded him of the image, which actually is on this little medallion, of Christ the Pantocrator. Basically it's that figure of Christ that it's got both sides of his face have one side of him represents the divinity of Christ, one side represents the humanity of Christ. And in one of the sides, his eye on one side is kind of drooped, and it reminded him of this image of Christ. And he got this idea to create this animated short film about the martyrs and their story. And it turned out to be stunning. 21film.com. If people want to see it. It's an extraordinary short film. Beautiful that implements Coptic iconography into the animation. It was actually on the Oscar shortlist. It didn't get nominated, but it found its way onto this short list of 15 selections, and then they whittled it down to the top 5. It had no marketing, it had no advertisement, nothing, but somehow I think enough people saw this, like, no, this is amazing. And it tells their story and the mystical nature of their experience, and of actually their captors, what they experienced with these, while they had these guys in captivity, and like the divinely mystical experiences that they had.
The captors?
Yeah. are represented in the short film. In fact, if you haven't seen, I'll send you a link, but it's gorgeous. And at the end of the day, what people walk away with is that these guys had the opportunity to say, no, I'm not Christian, and then live. But none of them did it. They went to their graves, literally.
And they were just random migrant workers?
Migrant workers.
Not evangelists, just people.
Christian migrant workers, poor migrant workers, I think construction or farming or something. And they wouldn't deny their faith. And so I got a chance to screen this film for the first time with the families of the martyrs 10 years later.
Oh my gosh.
Which was words fail me because it was such an overwhelmingly powerful experience to be there with them and kind of have them sort of reliving this experience. But when you talk to them, full of joy. And they, more than one of them, thanked their captors because they feel, and you know, as Christians, we believe this, that because they died for their faith, they got a straight shot right to the divine, right to God. They're like, we thank them because they sent them right to heaven. So the Coptic Church declared them saints. And then very recently, the Catholic Church, it's the first time it's happened, Catholic Church also considered them saints because they died for the faith in the way that they died. Yeah. It's so inspirational. It's unbelievable. And so right now I'm trying to get the film out for more people to see and get it out there so people are aware of that these stories exist. Like, this is a reality for people, for Christians in the Middle East. This is a reality, you know, that their lives are on the line for their beliefs.
That's for sure.
You know.